In one of my last videos on this channel, I showed you guys how to draft and cut this senator wear design. And in today's episode, we shall begin the sewing proper. Trust me, this is going to be fun as usual. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolaji and this is Regi School of Fashion. On this platform, I provide a well-detailed guide on everything that has to do with fashion designing for both male and female. If this sounds like what you are interested in, you are at the right place. Go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't, and also remember to keep watching ads on my videos. Please don't skip ads. If you are ready, grab your pattern, your fabrics, your sewing machine, and let's get to work. These are the pieces we cut out in the last episode of this tutorial. We drafted the front and the back panels and we cut it out on the fabrics. So here is the back panel and this is for the front panel. If you haven't seen the two videos on the cutting of a senator wear tutorial, kindly check the description area below for the link to the videos. And for the sewing part of this tutorial, we shall begin by attaching the back yoke. The back yoke has to be attached on the back panel, and the importance of the back yoke is to protect the back side of the senator wear from being faded out. Due to the fact that men sweat a lot at the back, so the back yoke is to protect that part of the wear so that the back area will not fade out easily while other parts are still new. So that is the importance of attaching a back yoke to men's wear. So I have the back panel here with me. So this is what I will be working with, and this is my fabrics. I will fold this into half like so. Then I will open up my back panel. So as you can see, the back panel is on fold as well. That was why I have my fabrics on fold also. So I will place this on each other and I will make sure the folded side are lined properly. Then I will hold the two edges together with my sewing pins. And on the shoulder line, I will make sure the two pieces are lined properly. Okay, so now that I have the back panel and my piece of fabrics pinned together, the next step is to trace out the neckline area, the shoulder line, and parts of the armhole. So I will just trace this to about half of the armhole and I will stop. Now I can separate the back panel from the piece of fabrics. So as I'm removing my back panel, I will be holding the fabrics together with my sewing pin. So as you can see, I'm transferring the pin on the fabrics. So now I have my back panel separated from my fabrics and I've traced out my lines clearly, as you can see. So this is the neckline area, this is the shoulder line, and this is a part of the armhole I traced out, and I stopped the armhole on this point. So please ignore every other lines you can see on the fabrics, and this mark is just to know the wrong side of my fabrics. So the plus sign I have here is to know the wrong side of my fabrics, and I have my two pieces pinned together because the fabrics is on fold. So guys, after tracing out the neckline and the shoulder line, the next step is to insert the length of the yoke. The standard measurement for a senator wear yoke is 6 inches. This has to be taken from the HPS. HPS means the highest point shoulder. on the shoulder line, this is the highest point we have here. As the shoulder line is going downward, the measurement is reducing. So that is why this point is called the highest point. That is the point where the neckline and the shoulder line meet. So the measurement will be taken from the HPS, and I will insert my 6 inches points, then mark it out. Okay, and because I need seam allowance on the shoulder line, this will be attached together with the back panel. So half of an inch is going from the upper part, and half of an inch will be used in finishing the lower part of the yoke. So for this reason, I will be adding extra 1 inch to make this 7 inches, and I have it here. Then I will take my straight ruler and make it a straight line. I will position my straight ruler in such a way the lines I have on the ruler align with the folded side of my fabric. So this will help me in achieving a perfect straight line. Then I have it like so. So you can see what I have. And on the neckline side, you will notice the measurement I will have here will not be up to 7 inches. You can see this is because of the neckline, and this part is higher than this part. On the armhole side as well, I cannot have up to 7 inches. You can see what I have here is about 5.5 inches. Okay guys, after drawing out this line, the next step is to decide on the shape you want for your back yoke. For a senator wear back yoke, you can choose any design for yourself. There are various designs of back yoke. It can be a V shape, it can be a round shape, it can be an oval shape, and it can be a straight line like so. If you want it on a straight line, then you are good. All you need to do is just to pick your scissors and cut it out. But if you want to spice it up with different shape, then you will need to do that as well. So as for me, I have a customized design I will be applying on my back yoke. So what I will be doing is I will come to the center and mark about 1.5 inches forward here. Then on the armhole side, I will measure 1.5 inches upward. Here. Then I will take my curve ruler. It can be a pattern master or any type of curve ruler you have. And if you don't have a curve ruler, you can as well achieve this with your free hand. So this is what I'm trying to achieve. So I'll just draw a slight curve instead of having it on a straight line. And if it is V shape as well, all you need to do is just to take some measurement upward, then construct your V shape. It's as simple as that. So I'll position my curve ruler in such a way the 1.5 inches I have here and the 1.5 inches I have here connect properly. Then I will draw it out. Then I have my yoke design drafted. So I have my seam allowance added already, so there's no need to add extra seam allowance. Now I can proceed in cutting out my back yoke. So guys, now I have my back yoke cut out, as you can see. So the next step is to place notches on the center of the neckline and at the lower part of the yoke. So this will help me in attaching the yoke to the bodies. So I will place a notch here. Then I will open it up for you guys to see the effect. Now you can see the shape I have for my yoke. It is not on a perfect straight line. So the next step is to take this to my ironing board. Then I will be folding in half of an inch on the edges. So I will mark my half of an inch. I will fold it inward like so, and I will give it a press. And I will make sure I follow the exact shape I have on my yoke. So you can see this. So this is how I will be folding inward the 1/2 inch. As I'm folding it inward, and I will be giving it a press. So after doing this, I will be back to show you the next step. Now I have the lower part of my yolk folded inward, as you can see, and I gave it a good press. This is the right side of the yolk and this is the wrong side, so which means I folded this towards the wrong side and I gave it a good press. So the next thing is to attach this to the back panel. I have the yolk open up already, so I will have to open up the back panel as well. Here is the wrong side of my back panel and this is the right side of my back panel. So the right side of the yolk has to be showing on the outside of my senator wear. So for this reason, the wrong side of the yolk will be facing the right side of my back panel, like so. So in this case, I will still have the wrong side of my fabrics showing inside my senator wear. But in case you want the right side of your fabrics to be showing inside at the upper part, all you need to do is to attach your yoke as if you are making a button down shirt. But with this, the shape of your yoke has to be on a straight line. So we will have to cut the two pieces separately. Your yoke will be cut separately and the upper part of your back panel will be cut out as well. Then you will go ahead and attach the two together. So in case you want to apply that method and you don't know how to do that, I have a well-detailed tutorial on how to make a button down shirt yoke. Kindly check the description area below or go through my channel for the link to the video. So but because of the shape I have, if you are having any other shape apart from the straight line, this method will not work. So I will position this like so, the wrong side of the yoke facing the right side of the back panel, and I will make sure the center of the neckline align properly, which I've already placed my notches. Then I will hold the two together with my sewing pins. Okay, now I need to tell you this. I'm positioning my yoke this way purposely because of the design of the senator wear we are working with. For the design of the senator wear, we'll be piping the neckline area, so I don't need to finish the neckline area with my yoke. If you want to finish the neckline area with your yoke has to be on the wrong side. You will stitch this together, top stitch, before bringing it to the right side. But in my own case, I don't need to do that. I'm not stitching on the neckline at all. I will just go ahead and stitch the lower parts down. Now I have the edges pinned together. As you can see, I pinned the neckline area together, the shoulder lines and the lower parts of the yoke. So the next step is to take this to my sewing machine and I will be stitching on the edges of the yoke. That is, I will be applying an edge stitch. I will stitch very close to the edges from this edge to the other edge. So after stitching, I will also stitch the neckline area. I'm stitching the neckline area just to secure this part from being fraying off. If the fabric started fraying, the neckline will be increasing. That is the measurement I have on the neckline. So in order to avoid this, I will just run a stitches of about 1/8 of an inch all around the neckline. So guys, now I have the back yoke attached to the back panel. As you can see, I've applied an edge stitches from this edge to the other edge, and I also stitch all around the neckline area. Guys, this is how far we can go on today's episode of our senator wear design. There are still more to learn on this series, trust me guys. So make sure you sew yours up to this point as we will continue in our subsequent videos. Don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe for regular notifications, and remember to keep watching art as usual. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Remember, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.